Guys, Teams the Gamers here, welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Now we're going to start a new game. Alright, yep. Let's just skip. No, I can't skip. I see an annoying girl running toward... Okay, you know what? I am going to... If you guys know this from the first video, I'm just going to skip it. No, just going to do a lot of stuff to skip. La 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 la. Okay, there we go. Thus today, the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I instantly followed Sonori across the school and upstairs a section that school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year of classes and activities. Sonori, full of energy, swing open the door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. I pleasure to meet you. Sonori always says the nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Wait to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Sebastian, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, whatever. What are you looking at? If I want to say something, say it. Sorry. Nasuki. The girl with a sour attitude with the name is apparently Nasuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sonori. You can just ignore her. She gets moody. Sonori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Nasuki, always full of energy. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yori, who appears I can't say that word, more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sonori and Nasuki. And, well, it's nice to meet you both. It sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sebastian. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Sebastian. We made room at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged from the table. As Sonori mentioned, it's widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sonori. Nasuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Nasuki grabs a rapid tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Nori. Nasuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Nasuki lifts a temporal tray, reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated that looks like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea that you were so good at baking, Nasuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sonori grabs one first, then Monica I follow. It's delicious! Sonori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn to the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to bite. Nasuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking a glance in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Nasuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sonori says. Well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Nasuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapots next to the cup tray. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to her in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I'm practically dragged here by Sonori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sonori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member of any major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I haven't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguments about the budget and publicity and how to prepare the events. I would much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And that if it's encouraging others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica, really, it's a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into start something brand new. And especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Hold on. Let's save. Settings. Music. Let's bring it down a little bit. Turn. You haven't worked hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like a festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such a difficult girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the new idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Sebastian, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering I have little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke out without thinking after seeing your sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Sonori? Yuri. Sorry, I get those mixed up. Sorry, Yuri. I'm sorry. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that keep deep in complex fantasy worlds. The levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly and passionate about her reading. She seemed to reserve the timid sense the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way of her lights up that she finds her comfort in this world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories that keep me physiological elements usually immerse me as well. So that amazing around the writers can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imaginations to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grabbed something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might not as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way that you look at the world. It's only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Hey. Oh, what's that? Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Norksurki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sonori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, can you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. That truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to readers, exploring your vulnerabilities and showing the of reaching your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yori? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set examples and help Nusura feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look puzzly at Monica. Let's go all home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. Then that way, everyone is even. Yay, let's do it! Plus, now that having a new member, I think that'll help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. Isn't that right, Sebastian? Monaco smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with being on my mind of this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sonori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me and dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Sebastian, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision then it's like this? Then it's, if writing poems and price I pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I joined the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sonori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me at the moment. If you really just came in for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to Lecture Club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Sebastian and I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Sonori clean up their food. Hey Sebastian, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sonori. I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us departed the club room and make our way home. The whole day, mind my wanders back and forth between the four girls. Hold on, I'm going to save. Sorry, guys. Sonori, Nasuki, Yuri, and of course Monica will be really happy spending every day in the literature club. Perhaps I have the chance of growing closer once of these girls. Alright. Alright guys, that'll be it. DMs and Gamers out of here. And remember, always have a happy smile. Alright, bye bye.